Denver Broncos hit the road for a big game with 2 left to play, holding the 7th seed now after finding Cole in their Week 16 stockings.
Little shovel dump pass to Haskins, inside the 10, touchdown Chargers.
Cincinnati Bengals at home, their next opponent, still hoping their Charlie Brown Christmas tree-looking season might turn out better than it looked too.
Burrow taking a shot, drops it in the bucket for Yossi Bush. Just a majestic pass from Burrow.
Bengals, a dangerous bunch. This is not your average sub-500 team. Joe Burrow storms in off a 3 TD, 250-plus yard, 134 rating game. Burrow's thrown for 250-plus in 7 straight.
Burrow stumbling and just masterfully gets it to Higgins. Just otherworldly from Burrow.
Cincinnati's offense put up 24 versus Cleveland. That's 24 plus 7 straight.
Garrett may have come across early, could be a free play. Burrow to the end zone. Chase for the touchdown.
Against a Denver defense that's giving up 18 points per game for 2024, but 30 plus allowed in 2 of their last 3 after giving up 34 to the Chargers.
Edwards finds space. Touchdown Chargers.
Broncos secondary holding quarterbacks to an 83 rating this season, gave up a 110 rate to Justin Herbert over 280 yards.
Throws caught. Touchdown. Darius Davis.
Gave up 87 yards to McLovin. Jamar Chase isn't from Hawaii, but he could give them a run. 97 yards, a successful trip to the store versus Cleveland.
Burrow, dangerous pass, the sleight of hand, and then Chase breaking tackles. Or the strength that he has. Isn't the tallest guy, but he's got so much dynamism packed into that body.
Jamar has 6 straight games with 75-plus yards now. T. Higgins, 58-plus a TD. Higgs has scored in 5 of his last 6.
Wide open, it's Higgins. This offense has a 1-2 punch unlike any other in the NFL.
Yoshi with a touchdown versus Cleveland. Andre Yoshivash, 53 yards, 6 scores for 2024.
Into the end zone for the touchdown. It's Yossi Bush.
Mike Gesicki just 14 yards a week ago. Burrow has the #1 sack team to try and dodge, and he did get taken out 4 times by the Myles Garrett Browns pass rush.
And Garrett gets him coming around the blind side.
Denver, 5 guys with 5-plus sacks in 2024. They added 2 more Week 16.
Pressure. Look out. Sack. 7-yard line. Drew Sanders.
Bronx run defense versus Gus Edwards, 4.9 yards per carry allowed, 2 touchdowns. Primary culprit, a 43-yarder he broke off.
Edwards into Bronco territory. Still rambling.
Gets the lesser-known Chase next, but man, Brown should be getting more pub, 70-plus yards in 4 of his last 5, after going for 91 versus Cleveland on 5.1 a run.
This is Brown. He's got a seam deep inside Cleveland territory.
Brown closing in on a 1,000-yard season. So how about Denver's offense? They lost to LA, but it still produced, early on at least, 27-plus points for Orange Crush in their last 5 straight games.
Next rolling, throwing, caught, touchdown. Michael Burton, the fullback.
Bengals defense has shown a little life the last few weeks, holding Cleveland to 6, so 2 of their last 3 opponents have failed to put up 21 on them.
What a play by Von Bell to jar it loose so the Bengals take over. Unbelievable turn of events.
Okay, sure, they faced DTR last week, Cooper Rush a few weeks back, but 2 interceptions versus Thompson Robinson, only 157 yards.
Thompson Robinson trying to thread the needle, deflected and picked by Geno Stone.
And their pass rush played a major role. 5 sacks, full of Dorian. Trey Hendrickson now leads the NFL with 13.5.
Thompson blown up again, and it's Trey Hendrickson, the NFL's leader in sacks.
Bo Nix is hard to sack, took 2 versus LA, but they're top 5 in sacks allowed for 2024. Nix comes in off a solid game, 29 of 40, first 100-plus rate game in 3 weeks.
Nix, clean pocket, throws a strike. And all the way to the 42-yard line goes Troy Franklin.
Only 6.6 yards per attempt and a cold second half. His biggest pass play went to Marvin Mims, who led them versus LA with 62 yards.
He launches Mims down the sideline. Mims stays in bounds. Being chased all the way to the...
Cortland Sutton, 50 yards. He's about to crack a K.
Looking, throwing, caught. at the 11-yard line, so he goes back-to-back to Courtland Sutton.
Troy Franklin, 25 yards a week ago. Devon Vele, 21 and a TD. Lucas Krull, 21. Michael Burton scored, 19. Javonte Williams, 29 receiving yards, but 11 targets, 7 catches. 24 rush yards. Audric Estime led them in rushing, 48 yards, 5.3 a run and a score.
And in he goes for a touchdown in behind Ben Powers.
Not many attempts, but maybe they bump it up versus a Cincinnati defense that gave up 148 rushing yards on 6.2 a carry, let Jerome Ford bust a long one off right out of the gate, so they did play a little better as the game went along.
And all the way down to the Cincinnati 10.
Denver, Cincinnati have never played in the postseason. Kinda odd. Let's go back to the Bengals' Homer Rice days. 1979, first game of the year. Norris Weiss at quarterback for Denver, Ken Anderson for Cincinnati. Neither team turned the ball over. Weiss throws for 1 touchdown, the only one either team would score. Bronx with the 10-0 clunker.
They had made their stand in Week 1 and would continue to do so in the showdowns to come.